live at 5. It's Off Review, and we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. But the first thing we're going to talk about is this right here, which I think is hilarious. It says, "If I can't stop you, Kestrel will." And Dano says, "Who's Kestrel?" Right? I just wanted to address this post because a lot of people ask me this. Is the game dying? A lot of YouTubers and streamers are quitting the game. What is the blog post tomorrow going to mean? But I just want to state, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. I'm not quitting the game. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to dabble a little bit in Marvel Future Revolution just to check it out. But my main thing is Marvel Strike Force. I'm not going anywhere. And as far as the blog post goes tomorrow, if you're upset with the game, you're still going to be upset after the blog post. If you're happy with the game, you're still going to be happy. I don't think the blog post is going to change anything for tomorrow. I think it's going to be so mediocre and uninteresting at all tomorrow. So we're going to see. But the game is definitely in a down dip for sure. Momentum has definitely lost some momentum. Part to Marvel Future Revolution, sure, why not? Could be summer, sure, why not? Could be people going back to work because of COVID, sure, why not? I don't know. I think it's a lot of factors. It could be lack of content. Poor leadership. I mean, it's all of it, right? And there was another post here on Reddit that talks about how much time everybody plays the game every day. And I pulled chat, and I thought this was kind of interesting. How many hours a day do you play Marvel Strike Force? And super scientific poll. And of course, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that people that are hanging out with me on Twitch probably play the game a little bit more than everybody else. I got to say, I play the game 3 to 4 hours a day. On war days or if I'm blitzing really hard, sure, I could play it 6 to 8 hours a day. But I also know that if I want to speed things up, I can play under, 1 or 2 hours a day. It definitely can cut the time down. But it really has to do with raids and war and blitz, and then, just logging in, checking your activities. Because raids, you have to log in different parts of the day. The energy comes in. Kind of, they've got it set up in a way they want you just like constantly checking your phone, like every 2-3 hours. It's kind of like they're trying to like brainwash you into looking at your phone all the time. And then lastly, it seems like somebody to me in the art department has a thing for the cross-eyed, and I don't know what it's called, but it's a thing that it seems like they did it to Kitty, they did it to Stature, and now they're doing it to Invisible Woman. It seems deliberate. I just want to say that somebody in the art department looks like they're doing some things with the eyes to make it that cry. I don't know. I guess it's a fetish thing. I have no idea. So let's get into offer review and take a look at what we've got. I'm expecting not a lot. Also, right now, looks like the 10X is now working on the dark promotion credits. That's been reported to probably be fixed by the time I wrap up offer review. Deputy Director Orb offers. So a lot of people are asking me, is this a good team? Is Maria Hill, Sharon Carter, and Captain America's Sam Wilson like amazing? And yeah, they're great. And specifically, I think it's the optimal team for Doom raids if the skill nodes. And I'm sure if there's going to be Doom 2 or a higher difficulty, right now we're in difficulty 1.1, it's probably the most optimal team. And if you haven't built out a skill team, I think this is a better team to focus on. And then Philosopher also made a video where he took those 3 paired up with Kestrel and Doom, and they were actually able to take on an Infinity Watch. It was pretty impressive. Now, these orbs right here are the ones that I value. Minimum 6, maximum 180, average about 9. So this is the normal character release orb. I value these at $3 a piece. And, I'm not blitzing hard, so I'm going to probably pick this up because I want to be able to get her to 5-star, and I just did not blitz last time around. I just ran out of time and, placed in, somewhere where I got 45 shards. And people are going crazy with the blitz. I guess the scores were through the roof for this recent blitz. Let's move on and upgrade to premium. So this is a function of I've already spent $20 on the RTA Battle Pass. And if I don't want to play RTA, I can play $20. Think about this. They're selling me a pack so I don't have to play a game mode. Think about it. Now, one of the things that was probably going to be coming tomorrow, some sort of modifications to the RTA system. That's something that I'm highly interested in because I think RTA is a dumpster fire, and it's just not a good game mode in my opinion. It's literally Infinity Watch or not Infinity Watch. It seems like it's just an advertisement for Infinity Watch. I mean, it's really not fun currently in its current form. Let's move on. ISO 8 energy offer. I'm a fan of this right here because the double drop rates that have happened after this last patch, you get twice as many ions and ISOs, and you even get fragments. That means I also like these half as much as I did before the patch. So I think this is a reasonable enough offer if you need to work on some characters so that you can get further on in the Doom raid through that ISO 5 requirement, which is atrocious in my opinion. I think this is garbage. All right, so silver promotion credit offer. I want to say that this is a very mediocre offer, and yes, in the past, I believe twice, they have sold 50 silver promotion credits for $3. So the idea of this is like, let's say, and I want to talk about Phyla-Vell for a second, and several people have confirmed what I experienced with Phyla-Vell and Red Stars. Okay, but if you have a character that you have 140 silver promotion credits and you need to upgrade Kestrel or Gamora or Phyla-Vell, and you need 10 more and she's there in the shop, I get it. So this is a very normal offer. Now, I got to say what I got to say. I recently took Phyla-Vell to 6 reds, and I am drastically noticing a difference in my arena placement. I am not falling as far. And I had 4 or 5 people in my chat say that they did it also, and they are noticing the same thing. And the reason I think that happens is that typically in a mirror match, Infinity Watch versus a mini Infinity match, the first character that I typically target, you have 1 or 2 choices. 1 or 2 correct choices, I believe. Phyla or Nebula. If they have a weak Nebula, or if they have a weak Phyla, usually people target one of the. I typically just go for Phyla. Taking mine from 5 to 6 has made a big difference. So, I want to revise some recommendations that I have on Red Stars for that team. I still think Gamora is excellent at 6. I think Phyla's amazing at 6. The next choice I think is Nebula. Nebula is great at 5. I have her at 6 because I pulled her naturally at 6, and I think she's great. I don't know if I could recommend taking Nebula to 6, but I know because she doesn't really do more damage. A lot of her damage is percent health based, so it doesn't really matter. And she assists all the time. She's still a wet noodle in a lot of ways, but the assist is kind of nice, especially that skirmisher striker combo. But having her survivable seems to make a difference in that mirror match, right? And so people are getting these 100 million thousand punch ups. It's not going to be as easy, with a strong Nebula and a strong Phyla, right? And then after that, Adam Warlock and Moondragon are probably just fine at 5. So just as order of importance as far as Red Stars, I think Gamora, Phyla, Nebula, and then lastly, it's probably Adam Warlock and Moondragon. All right, let's move on. All I'm trying to say is I'm personally very happy with my decision to take Phyla to 6 red. And other people that I've talked to, a lot of people, one of the biggest questions I have is like, should I take Gamora to 7? And some people are okay with Gamora at 7. A lot of people say they feel it was a waste. I'm not sold on taking Gamora to 7. I haven't really had a need for her to be higher, but some people have done it and they think it's okay. Let's move on. Trash. More trash. All right, I'm indifferent to this. At best, I value 800 energy at $4. I don't think the rest of this is worth $6. The only time I think I would do this is if I was pushing for level 80 or if I was trying to take advantage of double drops. Check the events tab. We probably have something going on for Invisible Woman, right? Limited time sale, garbage. At best, I value these at $2 a piece. So that's $8 plus another $2 maybe. That's maybe $10 of valuation, not even close to worth $20. Nothing limited about this. This is terrible pricing. Let's move on. This is going away. I got confirmation that this will go away for sure. I mean, they said it was going away 2 patches ago, but I've had conversations saying, yes, this is definitely going away. Also, these watermelon ability orbs are horrible. They're not even worth 10 cents, so no way I'm going to buy this for $1. Let's move on. Power core deal. I've never bought this, and I would be more excited about this if it had 225 power cores. If you need training materials and power cores, this is a very reasonable offer. I've never bought it. Anyways, I'm favorable to it. Pack of Shame is trash. Everything down here is trash. Come on, Scopely, bring back the 10 for 10. Let's go over to my secondary free-to-play account. Sometimes they have different offers over there. We're going to scroll past all the duplicate offers. Kestrel. Yeah, all right. A lot of discussion on Kestrel offer yesterday. And I'm going to say without a doubt, if you do not have Kestrel unlocked, this is worth it for me. If you're a spender in this game and you don't have Kestrel unlocked, I think that she is the best character in the game. She really just is. She's very good. Uh, do I think that this is worth it if it's going to help you go up a star level? I don't know. We had a lot of discussions about that. I think if you're a pretty heavy spender, if you're willing to spend, then this will, if this helps you move up your Kestrel to higher star levels, that's great. Because she definitely benefits from higher star and red star and gold star levels for sure. Like let's say you already have like a high red stars and you don't have the gold stars to back it up yet. Like maybe you pulled like a 6 red out of a random orb or something. I could see doing this, but I do want to point out that this is probably the least favorable offers that they have in the system. 50 character shards for $35 is not a good deal. It's the worst deal that they have in the store as far as I'm concerned. That's about $1.50, and that's worth about $2. And then this stuff is just garbage. Anyways, do what you got to do. I'm not buying it, but do what you got to do. Anti-Venom, there you go. If you do not have Anti-Venom unlocked, I feel the same way. I mean, you've got at least if you have Symbiote Spider-Man and the other members of the Symbiote team and you're missing Anti-Venom and you want to complete the team, I could see buying this. Again, he's not he's not available basically. They're really holding on to these symbiotes, aren't they? Anyways, do what you got to do. Symbiotes is an important team for Dark Dimension for sure. There you go. Symbiote Spider-Man. So technically, it's a lot harder to get Symbiote Spider-Man now than it was before the Milestone 2 orb. Before, in the Milestone 2 orbs, you could open up 100 Milestone orbs and get about 25 Symbiote Spider-Mans. Well, that was when he was the 70% number. Well, he's been shifted over to the 30% number. So his rates have to be dropped in a third, right? So probably you're only going to get like 8, 9 per 100 Milestone orbs. So this guy is non-existent as far as availability. Same thing. If you have the other symbiotes ready to go, but no Symbiote Spider-Man, the whole team is kind of focused around him and his passive anyways. I mean, my two favorite symbiotes without a doubt is Symbiote Spider-Man and then Anti-Venom. And then depending on the game mode, the other ones follow. Like Venom, his passive giving defense up was really useful in Dark Dimension. But yet Carnage passive, which is usually, which gives Terminator when they drop into red, is not that great in DD4, but it's great in most other game modes like raids. And then Scream just dies all the time. I don't know what to say about Scream. And she's not really available anywhere either. Like that arena store, well, she's at the 975 now, but Shatterstar is randomly hitting the orb. Anyways, what they did to the arena store is kind of weird if you ask me. There she is. You can get her for 975 in the arena store. Her and Red Guardian have the higher cost. And then Shatterstar is locked in the orbs. Anyways, let's move on. Do what you got to do with symbiotes. And let's see. I think the problem with the symbiotes I'm also having is that for me, one of the hardest nodes that I do every day inside of the Doom hardest difficulty, Doom 1.1, without a doubt, is the Bio Boss node. It just seems to be the hardest. And everybody says the same thing, that it doesn't really get... it just seems like it's like they're going to probably come out with a new bio team. I'm wondering if they're going to just come out with a new bio team. I don't know. What do you think? Also, are you excited about the blog post tomorrow? I'm going to try to be live on Twitch when it goes live to go over it, make a video, have some commentary. I'm kind of like mediocre. Like I want to see what it says, but I'm not expecting anything at all. I have relatively low expectations. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.